Hello students, now we are going to start value based questions of chapter 3. Question number 1. Megha bought a book for rupees 112 and a half from a shop. She gave 500 rupee note to the shopkeeper and got the balance back. But she realized that the shopkeeper had given her rupees 72 extra. Megha returned the extra money and had a feeling of great satisfaction. So here she gave 500 rupees note to the shopkeeper and the cost of the book was 112 and a half. Okay, she got the balance amount, but in that extra 72 rupees was there. So what we have to answer, how much money had the shopkeeper returned to Megha? So what was the total amount the shopkeeper gave Megha? Okay. The second question we have to find out, what values did Megha exhibit in the above situation? Okay. So let's start. Now according to the question, she gave 500 rupees and the cost of the book was 112 and a half. Okay. So we'll write the cost of the book. First, what was the cost of the book? So cost of the book was rupees 112 and a half. Okay. So 112 of it is in this mixed fraction. So we'll convert this in the proper fraction. So 112 into 2 is what? 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2 and 2 1s are 222, 2 to 4 when we multiply this, and then plus add the numerator. Plus add the numerator, we get 2 to 5. So what it is? Rupees 225 upon 2. The denominator we will write this. Okay. Now, so what is the cost of the book? Rupees 225 upon 2. Now, what amount she gave to the shopkeeper? 500 rupees. So, amount she gave to the shopkeeper. How much she gave? Rupees 500. Okay. Now when she gave this amount to the shopkeeper, so shopkeeper will deduct this amount and the remaining balance he will give. Okay. But while giving the balance, she realized that the shopkeeper had given her 72 rupees extra. So from the balance he gave more 72 rupees. So what was the extra money he gave? Extra money shopkeeper gave. Okay, shopkeeper gave. What was that? Rupees 72. So what we have to find, how much money had the shopkeeper returned to Megha? So including this 72, total amount balance what the shopkeeper has given to Megha. We have to find it out. Okay. So let's write. So what we'll write? Amount returned by the shopkeeper. The balance which the shopkeeper gave is, first see, like, is equal to 500 Megha gave minus the cost of book we will subtract. That is 225 upon 2. Okay. So when we deduct this and plus the 72 rupees he has given extra. This is the amount Megha gave. This is the cost of book we are going to deduct from the amount. And whatever answer we get, that plus 72 extra shopkeeper has given. Okay, so first we will solve this. So as there is subtraction in between, we have to take out the LCM over here. So here 1 it is there. 1 is there. So multiply by 2 here. So up also we have to multiply by 2. So 500 into 2 is what? 1000 upon 1 into 2 is 2. Here no denominator means 1 it is there, and for we have to take out the LCM. We want the denominators equal. So multiply this 2 over here. So 2 1s are 2 we got. And down we multiplied by 2, so up also multiply by 2. So 500 into 2 is 1000. And here it is 225 upon 2. So we got the denominator same. Here 72 will write as it is. So now 2 and 2 we got common. Same denominators we have, so we write it in common. So what we got? 1000 minus 225. And here 72 as it is. So when we deduct 1000 minus 225, what we get? See, 10 minus 5, 5, 9 minus 2, 7, 9 minus 2, 7, 775 upon 2 we got. Okay, plus this 72. Now again here addition is there, so we cannot add directly, we have to take out the LCM. Here again there is no denominator, so we take it as 1, and for equalizing the denominator we'll multiply this over here, 2 over here, so up also will multiply by 2. So 775 upon 2 plus 72 into 2. So 2 2s are 4, 2 7s are 14. 144 upon 2. Now we have same denominators. We'll write it as common. And up we have 775 plus 144. So when we add 5 plus 4, 9. 7 plus 4, 11. Plus 1, 7 plus 1, 8. 919 upon 2. 919 upon 2 we got. So now we will divide this and we'll convert this into mixed fraction. So when we divide 919 by 2, 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. Okay, 1. 9 minus 8, 1. So this 1 comes down, it becomes 11. So 2 5s are 10. 11 minus 10, 1. Now this 9 comes down. Okay, so 2 9s are 18. So 1 comes. Now 1 we got the remainder, further we cannot divide. So we'll convert this into mixed fraction. So 459, the quotient we will write here 459. And what is the remainder? 1. So that will go up and the divisor here. So 459, 1 upon 2 rupees. This is the amount the shopkeeper had written. Okay. So we will write amount written by the shopkeeper is 4 rupees 459 and 1 by 2, okay, and a half. Okay, and now next question. What values did Megha exhibit in the above situation? So we see the situation that the shopkeeper had given 72 rupees extra. So she returned it. She told the shopkeeper that it was extra. So this is the value of honesty she is having. Honestly, she returned the extra amount. Okay. So what we'll write? So 1.B, the answer is the value of honesty Megha exhibit. Okay. Now next question. Okay. Second question, value based. Raman had to cover a distance of 30 km to reach his grandmother's house. He covered 11.25 km by bus, 7.083 km by auto, and rest by foot. So what we have to find? How much distance did Raman cover by foot? And second question, how is Raman benefited if he walks down to any of his destination? In what ways it affect our environment? Okay, so let's understand the question that Raman had to reach his grandmother's house and the distance was 30 km. So first he went by bus and then by auto. So this was the bus he covered by bus this much kilometer and this by auto, and remaining he covered by foot. So we have to add this 11.25 and 7.083. Okay, so let's start. So what will be our first statement? Total distance to be covered by Raman. How much distance he has to walk? 30 km. So we wrote that only. Now, what is the distance he covered by bus is 11.25. So distance covered by bus was 11.25 km. And distance covered by auto is 7.083 km. Okay. And what we have to find out? How much distance did Raman cover by foot? So we have to find out this. Okay. So distance covered by foot we have to find out. So total distance 30 km to walk, he have to travel, so this much he has traveled. So we are going to add this and then we are going to subtract it from 30 km. So we will get how much he covered by foot. So total is 30 km. We will write here. So 30 km he has to walk. He has to travel. 30 km he has to travel to reach his grandmother's house. Okay. From that we will subtract already what he has traveled. So we are going to add this. So 11.25 plus 7.083. Now this is the total distance he has to cover, and already he has covered by bus and auto. So we are going to add bus and auto, and this together we will subtract from this. We will get the distance covered by foot. So 30 minus, first we will solve the addition. So this is what 11.25 plus 7.083 we are going to add. So 11.25 plus 7.083, point below point will come. Okay. So when we add this, here nothing is there, above 3 will put 0. Okay. So 0 plus 3 0, 5 plus 8 plus 5 13, 2 plus 1 3, 7 plus 1 8 and 1 18.333 we got. Okay. So we'll write 18.333. Now we will subtract this 30 minus 18.333. Okay. Now here 30 is bigger than 18.333. Okay. This is we have to subtract, but 30 we don't have point, so we'll put it afterwards. Okay, here, and here we'll give 0. Okay. So now here 0 is smaller than 3, so we'll take one number from here. Again we have to take, so first we'll reduce this. Here when we give one number over here, so here remains 2. From 3 we gave one number here, so what remains here? 2. Okay. Now here we have 10, but we have to give one number over here, so we'll give, from this 10 we give one number over here, so what here remains? 9. Again from this 10 we have to give one number here, so we give here one number, so here remains 9. Again from this 10 we have to give one number here, so here we deduct and give one number, so here remains 9. And here we don't have to give any number, so this remains as 10 only. So 10 minus 3 is 7, 9 minus 3 is 6, 9 minus 3 is 6, then this point comes, 9 minus 8 is 1 and 2 minus 1 is 1. So we get 11.667. Okay. So what is the answer? 11.667 kilometer he covered it by foot. Okay. So from the first we completed 2.2a. Now next question is, how is Raman benefited if he walks down to any of his destination? So if Raman starts walking to any of his destination, what will happen? He will start getting healthy. The more he walks, the more his activities get increased. Okay. So Raman will get healthy. It will keep him healthy. Okay. And next, in what way it affects the environment? If Raman starts walking, so indirectly he is using less of auto and less of bus. So what will it have impact on the environment? That the environment will be pollution free. There will be less of pollution. So we will write, walking down to any of his destination will keep him healthy. Okay. And second one, so it will help, walking down will help environment remain pollution free. Okay. So we have completed value based questions of chapter 3. So in this way we have completed the whole chapter 3.